Hi, I'm Ella and welcome to Great Expectation Chicken Run. This is our third generation homestead here at Florence Avenue, and we have a wonderful time growing vegetables and chicken eggs. Come on in. Hi, I'm Ella Wilson. I'm a market gardener with Seed Leaf and a participant in the food chain LFPA. Or is it LFAP?
No, you got it right. First time.
Hello, my name is Millie Ragland, and I'm a market farmer with Sea Leaf and growing in my food in raised beds and things that they taught us to do. In the backyard. In the backyard. Everything. I love everything about farming. I love raising my own fresh eggs, my own fresh vegetables. I love cooking and I love canning, and I love seeing my produce that we produce in her backyard and my backyard sitting in jars on the shelves, and going in there one day when I want some beans, or I want some green beans, or some greens, or some chicken, and pulling it off the shelf, opening the jar, and dinner's ready in a few minutes. What I like about it is seeing things grow. I've got little sweet, I guess you call them sweet watermelons, what they call sugar sweet watermelons that are growing. I got about 20 of them that are growing. I've got blackberries that are growing, and I've got about 8 tomato plants. I've got greens, I've got onions, and garlic. I've got it all growing in raised pots, and I enjoy seeing them grow and produce. Greens, don't forget your greens, don't forget your greens. Strawberries. Oh, I got strawberries. Yeah, and you got, let's see, what else was it? I got grapevines, and I've got blueberry vine. We started from a young age living in the projects of being able to grow our food. Tomatoes is what we mostly grew in the backyard, and I love fried green tomatoes. Most of the time my tomatoes don't even get red. My first memory of gardening and stuff was with my maternal grandmother. She always raised tomato plants in the flower bed, and then I remember asking I like popcorn. I asked how you get popcorn, and she told me to take the seeds in the kernels in the bag that we was popping from, put some outside, and they grew, and she showed me how to let it dry, and then when it dried, we had popcorn. I was so amazed with it. And then the other thing I always love growing is green beans. Love watching them bush out and develop, and just being able to pick them fresh and eat them fresh. So that's one of the other things. When we were kids, we would go to Lancaster, Kentucky, and our aunt and uncle over there had great big huge gardens, and we'd walk down the rows of tomato plants, and she would carry a salt shaker with her and eat them straight off the vine. That's the best way. And then here on this property, we're the third generation growing. Our paternal grandparents lived here, and then our dad and mom was here, and now we're here growing and growing our chickens. We do meat birds, we have egg layers, and we have a fruit orchard, and all the vegetables that we love to eat. Whoa, that is one of the greatest things. So I've been volunteering, teaching gardening and stuff with Seed Leaf, and then learning about the LFPA through Food Chain. I'm able to extend my knowledge of growing and sharing by able to sell the produce and help a Food Chain distribute it and feed the community. It's just a glorious opportunity. And also you have the garden that it's a community garden that people are welcome to come to and eat the food that we plant for them.
And pick it for free. That's giving back to the community has always been a wonderful thing.
The work is hard, very hard.
But it's enjoyable.
And what's enjoyable when you see it grow, but it's still a hard job. And working in the sun and picking and cleaning and keeping your fruits and vegetables growing and fertilizing them and watering them. It's work, but it's an enjoyable work at the end.
Oh my gosh. I wanted to at least have an acre to plow up and just plow up and put nothing down but corn.
Corn takes a lot of space.
Oh, and I have corn. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
But I love sweet corn and I love popcorn, so I would want. But I've learned now you should not put the two different varieties near each other.
Mm-hmm.
But squash is the same way. What I want to continue to do is teach children, youth, and adults how to grow their own vegetables, how to at least have their own tomato plants, you know. The one very easy fruit to grow at home, tomato plants. Yes, I know.
The last one you went to.
I can't think of the one we went over to UK. That was about learning about the LFPA program, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
March.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was about. Oh, and in July I'm going to go down to Kentucky State and learn about the GAP program and the other safety, food safety.
Mm-hmm.
So that is definitely important. I also want to learn about freeze drying and more information about canning to make sure that I can share canning training with other people so that we can safely preserve the food that we grow.
We also have our food handler license so that we know how to handle food.
That's true. Oh, and what is the other one? Value added. Want to learn the value added so we can make the chow chow. Our maternal grandmother used to make chow chow, and it's a combination of the leftover cabbage and peppers and green tomatoes, and you pickle it, and it makes this most delicious pickling sauce or relish.
Vegetable relish.
And some people call it vegetable relish, some call it chow chow. Yeah, and it's so delicious, and we're going to share that recipe. It's like it would be an ancient recipe because many people don't know about it. Oh, and sauerkraut. I want to learn to preserve and do sauerkraut because that is supposed to be so great for you and have such great health benefits. The lacto fermentation of it.
Learn how to grow. You'll have food for life. Don't, you might have to run out if the stores run out. What you gotta say?
Oh, that goes with, what is it, the proverb?
Teach a person to fish.
You give a person a fish they eat for a day. You teach them to fish they can eat for a lifetime. So there you go. Let's turn it around. Teach a person to grow their food they can eat for a lifetime. Yes, I want to say thank you and to my husband for all of his support. Heavenly Father for the ability to grow and to share the food that we grow. Thank all my sisters that help, and just thank Food Chain for the opportunity to learn more, to get my egg selling license, and several more classes I'm going to take so I can be efficient in growing and selling and producing. And for the future kids, I would like for them to know that this is fun and exercise and a very healthy way of growing your food and getting to know about nature